space and capital do you need?
Right, so that's the nice thing about urban ag and the nice thing about hydroponics is that it's very scalable. So our first farm, which is out in Bed-Stuy, is in a 500 square foot classroom, and we probably utilize around 200 square feet of growing space. All told, the system cost, so the actual nuts and bolts, was around $20,000. Now again, we are in a school, so we're not footing the electricity bill, and then there's consumable costs such as your growing media, which you're constantly going to be buying more of, your fertilizers, which you're constantly going to be buying more of, and then there's always improvements to your systems because, as I said earlier, the technology is always moving forward. Our farm that we're currently building at DeWitt Clinton High School up in the Bronx, the budget for the nuts and bolts was around $80,000, and the money spent on retrofitting the room was around $70,000. So just for materials costs, and that doesn't include paying people to actually manage the farm, and again, your consumable cost was about $150,000 for 1,300 square feet of farm. Our idea is to actually have a production farm as opposed to an experiential learning facility for the kids. So in Brooklyn, we have space for kids to be taught lessons, to hang out, to be in the space. In the Bronx, it's a farm. It puts out a lot more, but there's significantly less what you would call human space.
So what's the output in Brooklyn? How much are you hoping to get from
Well,
that
we pull about 1,200 pounds a year out of a science classroom in Brooklyn. Also, being in a science classroom, we did not have to retrofit that room. There was already sufficient electrical capacity and plumbing. In the Bronx, we needed to have the electrical capacity in the room expanded and new plumbing introduced into the room. But that room will put out over 20,000 pounds of food every year.
And where do the vegetables